I'm asking you. We're not going to scream for every chicken you see because we are a little bit countryside just on this side. Now compare countryside and what you see this here. A lot of hidden sinks, a lot of hidden sinks. This is a super, 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 super luxury beach condominiums. That's a humongous building. The building is divided in two, left and right. Now in the right hand side, 4 apartments on each side. That means 8 apartments. One apartment was sold at 35 million US dollar. Now obviously if the chicken comes around here, the chicken gets chasing straight to it. 35 million US dollar per apartment, not for the whole building. So a lot of hidden money on this island, a lot of hidden money. Okay, so don't get fooled by the little wooden house and the chicken front of it. Okay. Yeah, that's where Rihanna would have you all know Rihanna? Yes. She's a bad girl, right? And she's from Barbados. She always said, "I's Barbadian." Actually, she I's Bajan. That's how they talk here. Not I am. I's Bajan. Yeah. She's proud to be from the island. Yeah. But she got money nowadays, so she's got to burn it. Yeah. Yeah. That's a scale you just need to burn it, otherwise the taxes eat you up. Yeah. Now we're passing in front of our most expensive hotel of the island. Now obviously on the left side, the hotel, you will find it. You're not going to see much of the hotel. It's hidden in the park, behind the trees. SL Sandy Lane. Now Sandy Lane, some of you have heard of it in connection with the golfing. Sandy Lane was built in 1961, introduced the first golf course on the island. 36 holes golfing. That's why you might know international golfing. Barbados. 36 holes is double, right? So Sandy Lane is the hotel as a 5 diamond classification. You know what that means, right? Like the hotels in Dubai. Yeah. So we have that as well. All this is hidden. Yeah. All this is hidden. Hotel on the beach. Opposite you walk towards the golf course. It's humongous, I can tell you. But they still separate. But when it's international golfing, there's absolutely no problem, you know, who's going to play where and what and how for. Wow. They never have problems to have the hotel full. Absolutely never, because I can tell you that last winter season, we talked 2004-15, now we're walking towards 2015-16 winter season. So last year to 2015 April, the cheapest hotel room was by $1,600 US a night. Alrighty then. Well, $1,500 US a night. For one night. They do offer breakfast nowadays. Years ago they did not, but nowadays you get breakfast with it. 5 diamonds, okay? Now I can tell you another sport which is very interesting in Barbados, is very hidden as well, is very British. We play polo in Barbados. Everybody knows polo, right? So if you're familiar with the sport, you need at least 3 horses for a match. At least 3 horses for a match, 20 minutes, then you change horse, 20 minutes again, you change horse, and 20 minutes, and then the match is over. Who got money for 3 horses just to play football on horse? Super rich. You see all those hidden things. 4 private polo clubs in Barbados, not 1, 4. You see the hidden money? Don't get fooled by the little wooden house. 5 golf courses. So, and sports, somebody said cricket, anything you can imagine in sports. That just came back from Bahamas for bodybuilding, got home with some gold medals. Any sports you like, no problem. You cannot say, oh, it's raining, I'm not getting out of bed today, or snowing today. Yeah, sport as much as you like. Now for those who like to follow on the map, we are in St. James. You're out of St. Michael, we're out of St. James, in St. James now, and you are officially in Whole Town. Not many names on the map of cities and towns and villages. Bridgetown, Whole Town, West Coast, and the next one would be Spikestown. Now Whole Town has a little bit of history, because along the beach here, the British landed in 1625, the first time, by chance. 1626, the first settlers came here and started to build the first settlement. Now, wooden houses. Now you can imagine with our humidity, wood does not last long. Termites, fire, and we are scared of fire even nowadays. And then the hurricane season. Through the years, they have built everything. You have absolutely everything around here. It's a village because you have a huge school around this area. You have the church, you have a supermarket, shopping malls, gas station. We just left the police station behind us, the police station and the post office, a bank, everything. Doctor's office, dentist, right? A tiny little church, a bigger one. And we have a new super mall. That's where Rihanna goes shopping. Coming up on your right hand side. Oh yeah. Oh, they knew why they took the corner place. Because everybody's screaming from far, Louis Vuitton and the others as well, Cartier and Yves Saint Laurent and so on. Now, do you think that somebody would have invested money to build a mall if we didn't have the clientele with the money?
That's right.
Exactly. Right? That's fairly recent. It will be our first season with the Lime Grove. We call it Lime Grove. That's the name of the mall. But just ask anybody Louis Vuitton, they say, okay, I'll take you there. So you'd ask him, you pay for it? Right. Okay, so whole town is part of the history of the island. The buildings are not old, but it is part of the history of the island. First settlement to the British. Now you're going to see quite a few of the little wooden houses. I'm going to explain those again because opposite we might have big and huge villas, properties and hotels. I'm going to explain those again. Coming up on the left hand side you will see a church. Obviously they built the first settlement, they built the first church. Obviously the church was a little wooden church. I've been told it was destroyed by termites. They rebuilt the church on the same spot. Every time the church was destroyed, fire or hurricanes, it got rebuilt and every time bigger and better. St. James is absolutely gorgeous if you like to look into churches. It has one of the oldest bells, older than the Liberty Bell, you know, from the United States, an organ with 2,500 pipes. That one is a big tourist attraction, that church. They even have tour guides now to explain the church. They have put a lot of money in it. If you want to meet the minister, you go to that church. He's sitting in that one. At an Anglican church. Now let me explain the little wooden churches. The little wooden houses. Now, because that used to be the style of home people built, most of the islands in the Caribbean. Well, you grew up in such a little house, and by the way, Rihanna grew up in a little chattel house close by the cricket grounds, close to the harbor. Now, grew up in such a little wooden house. Through the years, Barbados has an extremely interesting schooling system, which we are going to talk about as well. During the time you're together, I'm going to explain that in details. And you went to school. Nowadays in Barbados, you are a professional person. You have a diploma, you're qualified, you earn good income, salary, and money. Now, obviously, when you have a different income, you build a different style of home than the wooden house, okay? Meanwhile, the parents have even died, and this little wooden house is nowadays sometimes and very often a very interesting